This week, Detroit City Council is considering a land deal with Moroun that could lead to another international crossing right next to the Ambassador Bridge.
Yeah, the deal would involve land at Riverside Park, right along the Detroit River. We told you about this a couple weeks ago. It would provide Morouns Bridge Company with land to build a second crossing if they choose to. Another part of the deal involves some commitments from the Morouns.
They would invest $5 million in Riverside Park to create soccer and baseball fields, fishing areas, and new benches. They'd also need to replace all of the windows in the vacant train station that they own.
Yeah, while the improvements could provide some much-needed upgrades, some people are upset that the mayor is working with the Morouns. In a Facebook post, former state representative Rashida Tlaib blasted the proposal, saying the deal that Mayor Duggan is entering into with Moroun with Riverside Park is an injustice to our community. We worked so hard to take back our park and hold companies like the Bridge Company accountable to all local, state, and federal laws. With this deal, we get more trucks.
She closed the post by saying this is about Maddie's best interests, not about our communities. And she joins us now to discuss this issue. And Rashida, it seems like this could be a big benefit for the community with the redevelopment of Riverside Park. So why are you so upset about it?
It's a bad deal. One of the things that I think it's really clear to us, there was no community engagement. We've been working on this for over 10 years. I think people need to stop and think about this. This is Moroun that we're talking about, and he's actually getting riverfront property in exchange for complying with blight ordinances. I know my seniors and my neighbors on fixed income are not given riverfront property for almost nothing in exchange to comply with the laws that we all comply with. It's a bad deal. There was no community engagement. Moroun likes it when taxpayers pay his bills. And in this case, to be able to throw the riverfront park that we worked so hard to maintain, to take back from him after he had illegally fenced it off. And then he also put an armed guard with a shotgun preventing us from entering our own park. And now, in one day, in an instant, within 24 hours, we were notified that our park was in jeopardy of being in his hands again.
Rashida, admittedly, though, that park would see major upgrades if this plan is approved.
We deserve better, though. You should know that DTE has been involved in cleaning up that park, that we had our baseball leagues going to start actually playing ball there. The fact of the matter is Moroun has a consistent, very strong, ugly record of misleading the public. He doesn't follow through on his promises. He hasn't. 4 times he announced in a press conference that he was going to replace those windows and put the windows and actually not have blighted property in Detroit. But this is a man that has a strong track record of blight, of the fact that he doesn't comply with the law. He had to go to jail to comply with the Gateway Project to remove his trucks from our neighborhoods. And now we're actually dealing with a person that has misled, that has a record of doing that, and actually went to jail for it.
Ms. Tlaib, I want to interrupt you really quickly. I mean, in the mayor's defense, he says that Mr. Morouns is indeed a major landholder. He is a major employer in the city of Detroit. And the mayor says it's time to stop fighting him and maybe work with him. Can't you look at this as maybe opening up, and I hate to use the term, a bridge here, but we've created a bridge between the two?
But this is a bridge to nowhere. I think one of my residents, my neighbors, actually said it perfectly. This is a bridge to nowhere at the cost of many. There should have been community engagement. There is no explanation of why the community, who has a strong history with this company, should not have been engaged. This is a company that's suing the city currently that hasn't complying with all the blight regulations that we all have to comply with. There's just a strong track record of the fact that this is a company that can't be trusted.
We know that the land deal
do not.
I just want to ask, we know that the land deal still has to be approved by council. Do you believe that will happen?
Absolutely.
Do you think council will approve this?
I don't know. I think they do believe there should be community engagement. They have a list of our questions and petition that we sent to them with a number of issues, especially the windows issue. It should not be part of the deal. He should comply with the ordinances like anybody else, and that should not be part of the deal.
Rashida Tlaib, thank you so much for weighing in on this tonight. We appreciate it.
All right.